Okay, Chad and Nalir, can you tell us how your con weekend went?
This was a fantastic con. Probably one of the best I've ever had. It was the best I've ever had. The surprise was amazing, really unexpected. I have sat across from myself multiple times, which is very surreal to see. I keep looking down. I'm like, what? Oh, it's me. Oh, okay. It tricks me. Very, very nice surprise. Had great time at the offsite event where we went to that Smash Park. That was great. That was a ton of fun.
You played pickleball for the first time
ever,
right?
Pickleball for the first time. We played Decrypto, and one of the words that was on our list of words of 4 was hunt. So that was interesting. I did Castaway as one of my clues because of Helen Hunt. And they're like, oh, he hunts for food. I'm like, okay, that works too.
That's fine, yeah.
That works too, they got it. Played a lot of really great quests. I played a lot of 8-up cards I haven't played before.
Okay.
I just got done playing a minstrel deck, which I haven't done. So that was really cool. I don't know. It's already over. I'm sad. Already looking forward to next year.
Any particular standout quest or moment in particular for a game? I mean, obviously, you talked about the painting, but
well, I bought the Lord of the Rings duel game, which was really fun.
Right.
We had some pretty epic moments playing that. Trying to think of a good quest moment. During the Hobbit quest, which was absolutely amazing. We had to exhaust cards equal to the letters in the riddle answer. Yeah. And the riddle answer was mountain. And one of the other guys at the table, he had king under the mountain.
Oh, so he was just done.
But he had already exhausted it to draw cards before we started, so he couldn't exhaust it.
Oh, no.
And he had the actual word. Oh, it was great. Yeah, and I was playing a deck of lots of Harad allies, so I had characters like Yazan.
Oh,
and I'm like, well, I hope the riddle answer is kazoo or something, where this character actually has enough letters.
When I played that one, I had the Zendaya alt arts that came in. Like, well, I've got a lot of Z's. I don't think this is going to work out very well.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Unless Riz is one of these
right.
here, but sadly not.
So I'd say the Hobbit quest was my favorite quest I played, and it had epic moments. We got 11 of the boons. It was really hard not to use them, so I want to play it again and use the boons.
Yeah, we just used it for fun.
We were trying to get to the 10 because then you get the special reward. So had a great time. Great time with you.
Yep.
Thanks for doing these vlogs. It's awesome.
Yep. Thanks for talking. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. It's always a pleasure, Chad. And again, from the community, thanks to you for all the past years. That's why you deserve your gift, which is partially a gift and partially a troll.
Thank you.
Whatever.
And just so everyone knows, he's holding the camera. She's holding the camera like here.
This is almost a whole head higher than me.
and I keep trying to look at her when I'm talking, and I have to.
Yes, I'll bring it down to my eye level here so you can see where I'm looking at.
There
normally.
we go. That's better.
We're looking at Chad's chin and his chest. So.
Yeah. All right.
That's why we have to have it so high. See you, everybody.
Bye.
I want a prom photo with Nalir.
That's right. Let's back up, see it. Okay, John, how was your con?
It was great as always. Thank you so much to the Fremen of the North for putting this on. This is a delightful way to spend a few days. Sadly, not as many days as I would like, but probably as many days as my body can handle at this point. I didn't play nearly as much Lord of the Rings this year as I usually do, but the games we got in were really good. In fact, my last game of the con was the Forbilia's Fellowship with Shellen and Splice and C-Stan. And it started off very kind, and then things got a little rowdy. The one ring got stolen somehow. It was overall a nice coda for the con experience.
Okay, any other highlights you would say?
Oh, I'm gonna need some time to think about that.
Specific game? I mean, I guess you could say the one ring being stolen was maybe your game highlight.
That was the highlight.
Because we just saw that on the vlog.
Shellen trying to take us all down with him, and then Chris stealing the ring with Lobelia was absolutely delightful. So yeah, that was probably my game highlight, and just overall, it's a blast. I say this every year. If you're ever on the fence about coming, you should come. This is wonderful, and I can't wait to sit down and talk with Chris and hopefully Ipswatcher about The Hobbit and their process there. So probably by the time this comes out, that has come out. So we'll see. Who knows? Magic of editing. But yeah, I'm already looking forward to next year, and I'm going to enjoy my last few minutes here.
Dan, Bayor, how was your con?
It was great. It was great. I came hoping to hang out and play games with some folks that I interact with on the Discord every day, and only get to see once a year. And all the people I wanted to play with, I was able to play with.
Oh,
and
nice.
Yeah, that's really what this con is about for me, is just connecting in person with the people that I know. I mean, you and Shellen and so many people on the Discord that are active, that are really beautiful human beings, but I only ever interact with them digitally, and then actually sitting at a table and having a game and then having a chat that's what makes this con amazing and why I come here every year. So.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. That's probably the best part. Any particular individual game highlight that you can think of? Memorable moment in a game specifically?
Yes. So I had a Winnie the Pooh ridiculous Aerostor Bjorning Skin Changer turns into bears deck, and I had one combat phase where Bayorn, basically Ally Bayorn, came into play multiple times because of the skin changers and timings.
Sure.
So like it was infinite bear, and for me that has to be the highlight of the con.
Well, that's so on brand. It makes
Yes.
sense. It's part of your culture.
All right.
All right, Aaron. How was your con? Tell us how it went.
Great con this year. Fantasy Flight has fewer and fewer amenities every year here at the Game Center, yet somehow this year was like probably the smoothest running. Everybody seemed to have a great time. I've been having a great time seeing everybody. It was super fun playing pickleball last night at the Smash Park.
Yep.
I really like the new offside event, and we were just talking a minute ago. We've been doing this now for 7-8 years total. We had to take a year off. We're still getting people every year bringing us prize donations, which is really pretty cool, that even after all these years, people are showing up and bringing cool things to put into the prize giveaways for this year and next year. So again, I know the game's dead and buried. I think now technically as of this week, it's officially
we saw Return of the King was out on the shelf,
Yep.
so that's it.
I see it out there. It's done. So the game is dead, completely dead. And we still sold more tickets this year than we have sold in the past, right? I mean, every year we're still kind of selling out the con, so it'll keep coming back every year as long as people are still playing the game. So it's a great con. I had a blast.
Yeah. What would you tell the people? Because you're in charge of people who don't know this year. So what would you tell to people who are like new or on the fence or not sure? What would you tell them? Why is the con like the thing, right? Why is it? What's the it factor, I guess? Yeah.
I will say that you're around here for the weekend, and I've been around here every weekend since the first year we did it. 2018?
Yeah.
Was the first year, and you never see anybody sitting off by themselves with no one to hang around with. You see people playing with different groups all weekend long. So to me, what I'd say about coming here is, if you're by yourself, or maybe it's just you and a buddy, a partner, a kid, whatever. We see people coming here with their families. Come on, the space is open, everyone's super friendly, so you're going to get a chance to play with people you haven't met before, probably play with cards or decks you never played before. Everybody is very friendly and very nice, and I don't want to jinx it because we still have a few hours left, but we're still, 6, 7, 8 years, however many years we've been doing this, no altercations have ever happened.
Well,
right?
that's because we haven't done the. You haven't DDT'd me through
Wow,
a table yet.
that's because I've held my temper in check. But
Right.
other than the rage seething inside of me, no, we never have any It's always a positive experience,
Yep.
and so there's nothing bad to say about it. It's a hub airport, so it's not even that hard to get to, depending on where you live, obviously.
Right.
But it can be a somewhat affordable way to come and do an activity with a bunch of people who are like-minded, and you can play as much of it all weekend long as you want, or as little of it, and just kind of hang out and socialize, and both are pretty fun. So I'd say come.
Yeah, I agree. I know you didn't get a lot of games in because you were busy running stuff, but any game highlights for you? I guess maybe for you it doesn't have to necessarily be Lord of the Rings related, because it's so hard to get games in.
Normally I play a little more than this, though this year I had some personal logistic reasons where I'm having to head home for a couple hours every day, so not getting a lot of Lord of the Rings games in, just because when I play at the con I like to play 3 or 4 player, and that's 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
So you can't get a lot of games in if you're trying to play with big player counts. But we did get a game of the Aleb Hobbit Quest in, yesterday in 4-player. All the con guys, we got together and just all exchanged decks. Well, I think we all played a McDog deck. Yeah, I think so. So I think it was 4 different McDog decks on the table.
So you're gonna win. Yep.
Or maybe it was 3 McDog decks and a C-stand deck. Anyway, breezed through that thing, but it was a really fun quest. Really liked each stage is kind of like, well, it's 2 turns, I guess, right?
Right, yeah.
And it's like a mini quest, and you move on through the book. Love that. And we were shooting without even trying. I think we got, 10 of the 14 available boons. We probably could have got 12 of them if we just got a little bit lucky naturally. I had a great time doing it, and so always fun to get a game in with the con planning guys at the con too, because sometimes everyone else gets going and we're kind of standing around, and then we're like, well, shit, it'll be 2.5 hours until we can play with anybody again. So sometimes we get a chance to sit down and get a game, and it was a good one this year.
So yeah,
it was awesome.
Glad you had a good time. Good seeing you again, Aaron.
Great time.
Thanks
Always
so
great
much
to see you, Arena.
for all the work you do setting it all up. Thanks for some of the new ideas this year too. Vegetable tray was great.
Vegetable trays, big hit. I've had a lot of people say thank you, and it feels more authentic and sincere than they say thank you for putting the event on. So apparently there was an unmet demand for yours, and we'll be doing that one in the future.
It was the market inefficiency. We got to get Billy Bean here, right?
Exactly.
All right, thanks, Aaron.
See ya.
All right, Splice. How was your con?
Oh, it was amazing. So, we got through most of the entire saga in Nightmare. So we were trying to play every quest we could in Nightmare. I think we missed 5 quests total. 6. And I think I got around, so far, because there's still time today, 27 games, 28 games.
Okay.
And we were able to pull together a 4-player fellowship to do Mount Doom, which was fun. I brought a bunch of Grey Wanderer decks, and they were just kind of perfect for it. So
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That actually worked really well. And then, it's been great seeing everybody and being able to get lots of games in, good times with good people.
I'm glad you stood up to your reputation. You made a lot of games, not as many. You look a little cooked, man.
Dude, yeah,
I gotta be honest. You look tired.
I was tired. It was, I think, so the Nightmare. Oh, it's not even just the Nightmare. So this year we did the Hobbit quest yesterday, which was an awesome quest, but very brain burnery.
It is.
And then
long.
we did, it was just long. And then we did an epic, or the Nightmare Blackgate opens right after.
Yeah.
Or we did Helm's Deep, then Blackgate opens. But the Blackgate opens with Nightmare, the decks we had weren't questing enough that we could pull more guys out faster. So it's like 12 cards under there, so it just took forever. Or Journey to the Crossroads. Yeah, Blackgate. I don't know. I'm fried. So Journey to the Crossroads. Because we suffered 30 archery 3 times in that game and survived, but it just took forever. So it just was like, oh gosh, we were slowing down.
Yeah, I can see it. Well, Splice, I suppose I would ask you normally your highlight of the con, but it's for games, but it's got to just be what just happened, right?
Yeah, this epic was sweet. Like the fact that we just were able to pull together 8 people, kind of throw some decks together. They all worked out. They were all singing beautifully. It was great.
So, well, Splice, it's good seeing you again.
Good seeing you too.
And I look forward to your cosplay next year.
Yes. Now I have to start thinking, what's the next bro to bring with us here?
It's the most important question that
right.
remains
That's right.
for the next con.
And to get the hit points right.
We'll forget about that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We're good here.
Awesome. So, Con of the Rings weekend, I love playing the Lord of the Rings card game. I always tell people, we have a nice collection of board games at home, but I would trade every single one of those to play Lord of the Rings because I love it. And this event with everybody here, it's become even more than just playing the game, at least for myself and my wife, where it's just an event where we get to see friends that we see maybe once, maybe twice a year. And
you could see me twice a year if I had, paid attention when I was in
Chicago.
We don't need to hear about that.
The enjoyment of getting to spend time with friends, though, that you just develop a friendship with, and it's a lot of fun. So for this weekend, getting to play a lot of games, getting to go out and enjoy food, laugh together. My face hurt from laughing last night after playing the guessing game with guess what thing, person, or place you are in the Lord. It's fun. It's worth the drive. It's worth the money. It's a good time. So.
Yeah, it's as you said, it's kind of become more of a social thing than purely about the game now at this point. where people have been coming for many years. Now you just come and see people you want to see again. And I think for new players too, like same thing. If you keep coming, you'll meet people more and more and more, and you'll come and have
and it's
more social connections. Yeah,
and it always and it feels like, oh, are people I know gonna be there? And you meet new people. I've met so many new people over the last 3 years. I love, like, oh, I'm so excited to get to see people and play games, just catch up and
just hang.
And so you get really fun swag that looks pretty. You have fun and you laugh together. So yeah, that's kind of my recap, and I love it. And can't wait for next year.
Any specific game highlight? I assume it's going to be what you just did, destroying the ring, but maybe not. Maybe it's like doing deck roulette. Maybe not that.
So,
it's a low lights.
Let's see. Let's take a look over to the board.
Okay. Oh, I think I might know what the answer might be.
Oh, this is to jog the old memory. I have two favorite memories. One was we failed in the breaking of the fellowship, even though we did kill a Muma. And we were one progress short of succeeding. And we couldn't get it. We were one progress short, and then our table collapsed. So it was, you lost, but it felt good.
Right.
Like you were just almost there. I would think my favorite was we broke out. Actually, I'm gonna give a third because I get to talk. So I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
We played a 4-player.
Oh, of course, this is the true highlight.
4-player. Oh, here we go. 4-player Nightmare Helm's Deep with 4 burglar turn decks, and it was the most relaxing card game I have played in years. And then I would say we sat down to really quickly try and play. We picked one that no one had played. We'll do Passing of the Great Company. We'll also play deck roulette. So we just grabbed a bunch of decks. We sat down to try and play, and found out that our decks, if we had a couple brain cells, we would not have picked those decks. But we sat down, we tried to play, and it was an unmitigated disaster, and we got to laugh the entire time.
Yeah, we had 2 decks that basically were total non-bows. We had the Bree deck and the Doom deck, which is like...
Which is the exact worst decks you could bring to that quest.
Pretty much.
And then you just get to laugh about that and
Right,
joke about
yes.
it the following year. So, and then of course there's the Cons certified Nallier dirtbag over there, Eric Schellen, who I think stole a hero from me.
Yes.
Because he wanted help. I said yes, and then he purposely nuked the hero just for funsies, and then didn't realize that the game wasn't over, and then that actually kind of scuttled us on the quest. So you get a lot of really fun times. So yeah, it's a great game. Like if you get the chance to come, you're gonna meet people. You're gonna enjoy your time.
Right, yeah, I mean, like, Bob, I didn't know you before we came here, and
not at
now
all.
we play every year. So.
Oh, the first time I saw you, I didn't know you, and you were freaking out playing Attack on Volgodura at Gen
the
Con.
infamous Gen Con game,
Yeah.
So I agree with you. It's great seeing you again.
It's a pleasure to see you.
All right.
See you soon.
All right, Eric.
What's up?
How was your con?
It was good. I'm tired though. I'm ready for bed, I think.
Yeah, you were a little insane. Tell me about the last 2 nights. What time you went to bed? I mean, they weren't night, I guess, technically anymore.
Yeah, I stayed up way too late. I was at like 2:30 last night, and it was like 1-ish the night before. Burning the midnight oil a little bit.
But it's a once a year thing, right?
It's once a year, exactly. I can sleep on the plane today. We'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, it's not Pac-12 after dark late, but...
No, not quite that late.
So, what'd you think about the con this year, I guess?
It was fun. I went into it knowing I was going to play some dumb decks, and I played that dumb deck so many times. It was great. I got to kill some heroes of Salted Pork and McDog, which was awesome. I got to have a janky 4-Belia game where I did my best to ruin it, but C-Stan outmaneuvered me right at the very end and knocked me out of the game. So, a lot of fun moments. Some really close games too. Some fun, just Lord Rings. Played a ton of pickleball, which was
You played
great.
a lot of pickleball, yeah.
Yeah. So all in all, great, well-rounded con experience. I think this time around.
You became a Papa Shot champion over your other backboard co-host.
That was true. Neither of you could shoot though, so it was more like I didn't go Steph. I was just playing against like, I don't know, Mecha Okafor or something like that.
All right. Any particular? You mentioned some game highlights, but anything that you want to mention here?
Epic multiplayer Mount Doom and Blackgate Opens I just played. Most fun I've ever had playing those quests.
Oh, well, that's because you never have any fun, so if you have like 1% fun.
Right, and apparently the ticket was just not use a deck that I built. It's just I went to Salted Pork, I said, hey, I'll play, but you just give me a deck. And I got to do that, and everybody else, I basically just got to sit there while they won, which is great. So
You still counts as a W. You still get just like
counts as a W, and I don't have to play it again for another 5 years or so. Great.
Yeah, just like Jason Tatum, you get the gold medal win, and you didn't play at all.
Nobody
so.
believed us, right?
Right, exactly. So, well, Eric, it's good seeing you again.
Great to see you too.
So, thanks for showing up and doing all your stuff. And I guess I don't know. People will probably already have heard us talking about.
Yeah, either on Tardy Takes or the main show, one or the other. So,
because I'm guessing that's going to be done before this, so people will know a little bit more backstory, some of the stuff they're going to see here. But the vlogs and the con recaps will pair, and we will talk more in depth, I guess. Because both of us are taking notes. So
good notes, yes, lots of notes.
All right, so thanks again, man. See you next time.
Yeah.